Hello, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. Salutations to you brothers in the highways and byways. Salutations also goes out to you brothers and few sisters that tune in to listen and learn. I'm the brother Malak from the Diligent Soldier Camp here in Boston, Mass. As always, I pray this lesson be edifying to the elect. The name of this one is Public Health is in Crisis because Esau is the devil. Public health is in crisis because Esau is the devil. All right, the devil knows that there is no money, no profits in a healthy society. You know, this is why everything that he puts together for consumption or use is in some way, shape, or form affecting the people, okay? Which is why a lot of people in the United States lack certain minerals, okay? Because a lot of the foods that are made and processed by the, top 10 companies that own everything else that we consume and buy out here, buy and consume. They know these things. They're all in confederacy, man. They're all confederates against the masses, man. And it reminds me of that scripture that me and the brother Lahab like to always mention and quote or just bring out in the book of Sirach when it says, "He that is evil to himself, to who shall he do good?" Right? Roughly paraphrasing, because Esau don't give a damn about his own, man. I mean, the latest example of that is what's going on in North Carolina. These are white folks predominantly that live in that area. All right, Edomites. With Jake sprinkled here and there, man. But the majority are Edomites, man. And look how he's treating these people, man. $750 of relief. A lot of people don't qualify for it when they apply, and then all the efforts that are being made to get water and supplies to the people that are out there. This man is coming through and just sabotaging shit. I saw a clip where a helicopter came and hovered over the foods and waters and things that they were getting prepared to take to the people that are in needs of those things, and the helicopter just blew everything out of order, man. You know what I'm saying? And it hovered over the shit, and then it just flew away. Okay, this is the devil that we're dealing with, man. He don't give a fuck about his own, man. He don't give a fuck about his own, man. So how is he gonna ever give a fuck about us Jakes, man? Which is why the scriptures tell you never trust thine enemy, man. Okay, never trust thine enemy, no matter how polished he might look, man. If you look close enough, you're still gonna see imperfection. You're still gonna see sin and iniquity. You're still gonna see the hate. You're gonna feel that perpetual hate, man. That's perpetual. The scriptures speak about that. Okay, so I just got a few scriptures I want to read out real quick. I don't want to make this long at all. But before I even get that, I have an article here by Natural News that the brother Lahab posted, and the title goes, Dr. Casey means 3 in 4 Americans are obese and public health is in crisis because the food supply is poison. All right, now you know where I get the inspiration for the title, man. Remixed through the spirit, man, because it's in crisis because Esau's the devil, man. All right, point blank. Now it's a little lengthy, not too much, but I'll read the first paragraph and then I'm going to read some stats. Okay, it says, during a recent appearance on the Joe Rogan show, Dr. Casey Means spilled the beans about just how sick and decrepit American population has become in the age of chemicals, pharmaceuticals, 5G and vaccines and other modern day abominations. Now that's the word that they have here in in the article, right? It says, we are getting destroyed, and it's very recent. Dr. Means told Rogan and his audience, and it's accelerating. Okay, it says 25% of men under 40 now have erectile dysfunction, right? Dr. Means added 25%. Okay, 25%. And then men that are under 40. So that means that young men, 20s and their 30s, mid-20s, mid-30s, these men are suffering from ED, what's known as ED, erectile dysfunction, which is crazy, man. And I was just having a conversation with the neighbor because, I have a son that's autistic, and he's 11 now. And, we thank the Lord. I thank the Lord every day that I at least have an emotional connection with him. He makes eye contact. He makes jokes. Sometimes they're a little too, I want to say, harsh or dark. You know what I mean? But he definitely has a sense of humor. And koholo Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua for that, man. Okay? Other parents don't, unfortunately don't have that connection with their children. And though I taught him how to hug and told them the significance of it and how it makes the people feel, he's slowly but surely getting it, right? But the point is, I was having a conversation with a neighbor of mine, and I was telling him that, early on when my son was only after he got diagnosed, he was like about, I want to say, a year and a few months. And since then, I started doing my due diligence when it comes to figuring out what exactly is autism, how does it affect people, how do people catch it, how some people have rid it from their children's body or for themselves, and things of that nature, man. So I got into it, you know what I mean? I went in on it, and I also, it had me indirectly cross over also to a diet, how do I put it? Just a diet, right? A healthy diet, right? When it comes to fruits and herbs and the right, packaged foods to eat, as opposed to the ones that you shouldn't be eating that just add more problems. And the main thing I told them was, brother, listen, I'm 100% fully convinced that everything and anything that we orally take in, right, to consume, it affects us on a positive or negative note or manner, okay? And a lot of the symptoms and problems that a lot of us have is because of what we eat, all right? Everything here in Babylon is defiled, man. And since I said that, let me bring out this first scripture in the book of, where is it? Man. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me get it real quick. It's in the book of is it Jeremiah? No. Salakia. It's actually in the book of Ezekiel. That's the my dyslexia working overtime. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 4, verse 13. It says, and Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. So in reality, it really doesn't matter where they go. Israel is going to be eating defiled food, man. Okay? And I want to say 70 to 80% of ingredients that are used here, whether it be for preservatives, dye, right, to color the foods, or anything else in that, for that matter, is our chemicals, and they affect the body very negatively, man. Okay, and especially on young children that their bodies are brand new, man, and their bodies just don't know how to process the things that they consume, man. Okay, like you take a tumor, for example. From what I understand, a tumor is a way that your body what your body does when it collects a bunch of impurities or foreign impurities, and it collects it all in one type of bulge or clump or whatever, or ball, right? They call it a tumor. But one thing that Esau does is remove these tumors, right? And sometimes they try to erupt it or pop it, right? And what that does is spread the toxins that, or foreign contaminants that are in your body, man, and it's just gonna make it worse. So your body definitely has ways to not preserve, but heal itself, as the scriptures clearly tell you, man, where when you take the herbs and the fruits bearing seeds that the Lord made, right, from the ground, these things heal you, man. These things are medicine for us, man. And so your body heals itself through the through consuming these things, man. But Esau takes all these trees with fruits out and puts all over the place these male trees that make no fruits, and so people could never, for one, eat and get out of what is it called, hunger, but at the same time they can't even heal themselves naturally, man, because Esau prevents all those things, man. All right, let's go back to the article real quick and read up some stats right quick. Let me see. It says after the 25% of under 40 year old men with erectile dysfunction, it goes on to say 50% now of American adults have type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. These were diseases where there was 1% of American in 1950 that had type 2 diabetes. Now it's 50% of Americans have prediabetes or type 2. And one of the reasons for that is that everything has fucking sugar, processed sugar on top of that, which is the worst. It's no wonder that they classified sugar, if I'm not mistaken, as a class A or class D, wherever cocaine, whatever level of cocaine is classified, sugar is right next to it. Okay, it's just as addictive. This is why if we eat anything with made out of any other type of sweetener, we notice the difference right away, and we won't even like it because our taste buds and palates or whatever have been used to basically, since we were babies, man, getting high off of sugar, because sugar releases dopamine in your body, that feel good chemical, that chemical that makes you feel like you're satisfied and happy and you accomplished something. You know what I mean? So, and they know this. Esau knows this, man. As the scriptures say, they're wiser than Daniel, because they know, they search out these things and use it to their best, to the best of their ability for wrong, man, for negatively, for evil. Joe Rogan goes quiet as Dr. Casey Means drops a series of disturbing health stats. Right, I'll read a few of these. We're getting destroyed, and it's very recent, and it's accelerating. 74% of Americans are overweight or obese. Young adult cancers are going up 79% in the last 10 years. 25% of I have to click on this, but I'm not going to click on it because then it's going to disconnect me from how I'm recording myself right now. But I guess it's another stat that will come out there if I was to click on it. But you know what? I'm going to put this the link on the description so you brothers and sisters could get into it and maybe read on your own time if you like, which is good, because when you know better, you do better, right? You know what I'm saying? And this is what we have to, that's the type of spirit that we should be in, is knowing these things, searching these things out, man, because it affects us all, man. And we don't even know that we affect our own children, Let me just pull over here and bring out a few scriptures and close out. Let me see. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right. We know this is the damn devil. We know that he's out to fucking kill, rape, pillage everything, man. You know, starting with Jake, but even his own. This man will sell his own mother, man, for a little more power in this world, man. You know. Let me see. 1 Timothy 4:8, man, because it's let me just read it. For bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is, and of that which is to come, man. So, as I said earlier, a little couple minutes ago, when you know better, you do better, right? So us in godliness, man, changing our ways, letting that old man die every day, killing that old man every day, and just doing better, man, will be profitable to us, man, when it's done through the spirit, the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's profitable for us, man, in this life and in the next one to come. Okay, that's what that goes into. Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. These so-called doctors, man, and the elites that own them and incentivize them, or what is it, gives them incentives when they prescribe all these all this witchcraft to the masses, man. These people have no value, man. All they do is forge lies. This is why they're doctors, man. The word doctor itself means to change, man, or forge, right? When you doctor a signature, your parent's signature, when you got home with a letter that saying that you're going to get detention for the next few days or whatever, and you put your mom's signature, you're forging it. You're doctoring it, man. So when you know better, you do better, because you're able to basically see what these people are, man, for what they are. Or see these people for who they really are, man. These Edomites, these devils, man. You can't trust these people, man. I have one more scripture that was going into basically, because that stat of obesity, man, they're even changing what obesity and fat means, man. I forget exactly how they're trying to steer it, man. But the reason is that for that very same stat that she mentioned, man, what she said, 79%. Let me see. 74%. And so 74, right, is closer to 100. So what I mean by that is that there's so many more people nowadays that are obese, that have weight issues, that they're trying to normalize it by changing the definitions of it. You know what I'm saying? This is what I was hearing in a I don't know if it was a podcast or type of radio show or what, but it makes sense, man. It makes sense that they're doing that, because this is how you normalize things that are not supposed to be normal for the next generation, for the end of this one and the next generation, right? You know what I mean? Of Americans or Babylonians that are just going to grow up with riddled with all types of fucking issues, and taking nothing but witchcraft and tablets, man, or in liquid form, gel tablets and shit, So, man, listen, I pray that this lesson was edifying. In closing, I want to give all honors and praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Oh, Salakia, I almost finished that scripture that I wanted to bring out. Salakia. It says 1 Timothy 4:8. It says, for bodily exercise profit a little, but godliness is profitable unto all things. No, that wasn't the one. Salakia again. My bad, because I'm on the road. Proverbs 23:21. For the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty, and drowsiness shall clothe a man with rags, man. A lot of people eat, man, over here, and Babylon is full of saturated fat, sugar, which is, if you don't burn it by exercising, it turns into fat. Add to that all the other pre-existing issues that you had, and then you go to a doctor's, and all they're gonna do is prescribe medicine that's gonna get you 100 to 200 pounds even bigger than what you already are, man. Okay, so that's the scripture I wanted to bring out. So like for almost ending it, but I'll end it up now, man. I pray that this lesson was edifying. Call hello Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakakwadash for inspiring me to make this quick lesson. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. Salutations to you brothers in the highways and byways. Salutations also goes out to you brothers and few sisters that tune in to listen and learn, man. The rest of the hopeful elect. To you all, I say shalom and a Bible.